Hello friends, today we are going to see the stock loss calculation. Actually this video will be a very short one, but it will be useful for people who are preparing for oil and gas operations interview, as well as people who are handling as a shift in charge of control room, or the field person who are involved with handling the floating roof tanks as well as cone roof or fixed roof tanks. So let's start. First of all, for starting with stock loss calculation, you should know that you will be needing some of the things in hand, which are STM table 53B for fuel products, STM table 54B for fuel product. If you are trying to get it for crude and other products, the respective 53A, 54A or 54C for lube oils, all those tables can be referred. So initially, when you are starting to do the stock loss calculation, you will have that dip of the tank from which you can calculate the current quantity which is stored in the tank. You will have the water dip, its water bottom is maintained. You will have the roof bed, or you can get it from the design manual or the construction drawing. Then you will have to know the sample density and the CCT or temperature of the tank, the product in the tank. So you will have to measure it beforehand. In the calculation part, if you have the dip, you can get gross volume of the tank along with the water volume included from the calibration chart of the tank. You have to check the calibration chart for the dip which you have obtained by manual gauging or through SCADA. Then the actual volume of the product will be the gross volume which you are obtaining from the chart, and you will have to subtract this with water volume. So the remaining gross volume minus the water volume, you will be left with the actual volume of the product which is stored in the tank. The density at 15, you can calculate it from STM 53B table with the help of natural density and temperature. It will be in grams per cc. To calculate the volume correction factor, you will have to refer to table 54B, STM table 54B, and you will have to match the density at 15 and tank temperature which you have taken from CCT, and you will obtain the volume correction factor. Now coming to weight correction factor, the WRF. For WRF, you will have to subtract the air buoyancy factor, that is 0.0011 from the density at 15, the product density at 15 which you have calculated from table 53B. Why subtracting this 0.001? Because the product you are going to measure will also be containing the air pressure, means the weight of the product which you are going to convert, you are actually measuring the weight of air over it also. So that correction of that is a very minute correction, but still you have to apply it and get the actual weight of the product, reducing the weight of the air which is over there. Then the roof correction factor, which is essentially the volume displaced or raised by weight of the roof. Suppose if you are placing a plate over a cup or a can of water, you will see due to Archimedes principle some of the product will be displaced equivalent to the weight of the object, and thus it is floating. If it is sinking, that means the entire volume of the object which you have put has been raised. But in case if the weight of the product displaced is more than the weight volume of the object, it will be floating according to the Archimedes principle. So the roof will displace weight equal to the weight of the roof divided by the density at natural, means the weight of the roof, if you are dividing it from the density at natural, means the weight of the product at natural temperature, it is the actual the roof is displacing, and because of that the dip of the product will be raised. To reduce this, and count the actual without the raise the actual volume, you will have to subtract the roof correction factor. So from the deep level you have calculated the overall volume, and now you have obtained the volume correction factor. You will have to subtract the roof correction factor from the overall volume. The new volume will be the corrected volume. You will have to multiply this corrected volume with the volume correction factor. That is the VCF which you have obtained from 54B table. The quantity as a resultant which you will be getting is the volume at 15 degrees. And if you further multiply this volume at 15 degrees with weight reduction factor, you will be getting the mass of the product in metric tons. You have to keep in mind that the densities you are taking are in tons per meter cube or gram per cc. If we have to calculate for the cone roof or fixed roof, in that case we will have to leave the roof correction factor and all other calculation will be the same.